caucus is actually going to get even smaller. I mean, in New York, at any rate, from the congressional delegation that's going to New York to going to Washington from New York in 2012 is going to be -2 people. What do you believe should happen? Should we lose a downstate and an upstate seat? Do you believe that there should be nonpartisan redistricting, which is something that Andrew Cuomo and Ed Koch have been pushing for?
I believe we should eliminate 2 Republican seats.
Yes, of course you do, naturally.
But look, here's what I think. I think that first and foremost, we have to make sure the census is correct. The numbers we got this week were mind-boggling in many ways, based on what this previous census estimates in the intermediate years had told us they were going to be, based on common sense. I mean, many of us who walk through the streets of Queens, they seem just jam-packed, even more crowded than ever before, and also based on some real hard analysis. If you look at buildings they say are empty, the Department of Taxation says we know who's in there and we know who's paying taxes in those buildings. So I think we've got to get that right. But I got to tell you something. I am concerned about the idea of having a nonpartisan election, nonpartisan redistricting, when we have states like Texas that are doing the most partisan things imaginable to eliminate Democratic seats. When you have, I believe that we should the fair process here can be the political process too. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with saying, let politics have its way, especially since you have a Republican Senate and a Democratic Assembly. I'm not sure necessarily a nonpartisan redistricting is going to get us any better outcome.
Have you expressed that opinion to the legislative leaders and the governor?
Whenever I do that through you, Liz. That's when I want to get them a message. I come on this show and I speak forcefully.